We can't heal what we hide. Shh.
Hey, welcome to the Bellatons. It is what? Day
16.
Day
Sweet
16.
Happy 16, everyone.
That's how you feel because we're in San Antonio and they got quinceañeras.
Right, but the Valentine's got
We
our
got.
Sweet 16
Oh, okay.
because we made it. We celebrated 15 though.
We did.
Our Kingston. Yeah,
We did.
we celebrated that with popping some champagne because we are halfway through our 30-day of restoration
God
journey.
is working. God is
truly
working. He is working. Look at this. He's working so much. We got the same outfits on today. Like
Looking
we kind
like
of.
two pigs in a blanket.
Don't ask me how we ended up this way.
Don't.
We just went to J.C. Penney. It
We
was
did.
like.
We went to JCPenney's. It was like, let's get matching shirts. We couldn't find any cute matching shirts, so we settled with
We ended up with a hoodie. It's motivation. It's one of our motivations because we need a trip somewhere cold because it's still 90 degrees in San Antonio right now.
October.
In October. So that is one of our goals. Get a hoodie. We got to get on a plane. We got to be somewhere
Comment below
soon.
where you would like to see us travel to. It better be somewhere cold. And
I mean, we need somewhere to go next. We need somewhere to go on like the 29th day or the 30th day.
I like that.
We got to figure something out. It's going to be a day of celebration.
Drop it in the comments. Where we going?
Where we doing?
Somewhere cold, though.
Where we going? Not too cold. I don't want to do with snow. So what's on our agenda for today?
Today we are talking about healing and how you cannot heal what you hide.
That's strong words when you say you cannot heal from what you hide.
It is strong. Even the fact when we were sitting here talking about what we were going to talk about, when we came across this, we just sat there and was like, that's deep, because this is something that we lived firsthand. Everything, all the topics we talked about, these are real life, what's going on, what we've been through. But this one right here hit really close to home, because this is one of the main reasons why we are in therapy now, is trying to move on from that, not develop certain habits, and those habits of hiding things that necessarily don't heal us, and they continue to hurt us.
Yeah, the feelings, the moments, especially in a man, I can tell you personally, most men probably feel the same way. Sometimes we don't express our feelings in situations because we don't want the confrontation. Like, we just like, you know what, I just suck it up, I just go by it. It could be a little thing as like me waiting in the car because you're running late, one of those little questions we did, who's always late? Because while you're doing the kids, we're supposed to be somewhere, we're supposed to be at the door, I'm in the car waiting.
Not too much.
And not to bring it up, but so one of the most important things is understanding that silence actually controls your marriage if you don't speak up, right? So silence in a marriage doesn't create peace. We think it might create temporary peace, but eventually bearing the pain or the issue eventually comes out and you explode later on in a conversation out of nowhere, because we're human beings. We get irritated. So irritations build up over time. So definitely we need to learn how to open up more and not hide those things. Those things such as your emotions and your feelings, you can't hide them. You got to express them and find the right time and create a safe place to be able to do those things.
Yeah, and not only, and that's another thing I just want to touch on briefly, is that safe place. I've heard so many, this is a safe space, this is a safe space, but is it really? What are you doing to create that that safe space? Are you genuinely being compassionate? Are you genuinely listening before responding in that safe place? Are you not judging in that safe place? Not only just judging in that moment, but judging after that moment. Are you trying to create a healing environment to let them get off their chest what it is that they want to get off? What does that safe place entail? And that's something that I want each of you that's listening to really think about. Are you really creating that safe space? Are you confrontational? Are you interjecting when they're trying to tell you how they feel?
Or defensive. So, those things. So, question is, why are we silent? Why would someone be silent? The first thing is, part of the thing is just fear of confrontation, number one. Number two might be past rejections. If you've rejected my feelings or my thoughts in a situation, you might be afraid to bring it back up because you might get rejected. And who likes to be rejected? Uh, Another reason you might be silent, just you think time might fix it. You think over time that band-aid, oh, I'll let it go. Just because it bothers me now, I'll get over it. We'll get over it. And the last, it might be pride, not wanting to admit that our feelings are hurt.
Yeah, that's a
That's a
big
big
one.
thing. Like, you might not be afraid or be afraid to be in actually, I can't even get my words together right there, but actually be in tune with your feelings and be able to express them. I know for me personally, that is a big thing for me is being in tune with my feelings and being able to express my feelings to you in times of tough situations.
Hmm.
So, so let's talk about what are the dangers of unspoken pain. What can be caused from these things?
Number one is the distance that it creates. When we don't speak about that hurt, or if we're hiding certain things, it will create a barrier. We know this to be true. We're telling you from experience. For so long, we hid so many things from each other in fear of how one might react and not want to deal with the repercussions. And then what we found out was that the reaction would be totally different than what we had initially thought.
Yeah.
Okay. And that distance creates, a lot of things. It's a spiral of lack of intimacy. It creates division in the home. If you all have kids, they see it, they pick up on it. You are not being one with each other. Y'all not on the same page. Y'all are missing each other. Just like this, just missing each other. So distance for one, I know
Another
from
one,
experience.
you start assuming things without asking.
Oh yes.
So you start assuming
Assumptions.
things, assumptions of things. And also, the enemy uses lies to plant in your head, right? Oh, they don't care. They don't, she don't really love me. This thing's like this. I'm going to take a break. Another space would be the enemy's places lies in your head. I mean, the devil's here for a reason. He puts things in your head like, oh, they don't care. You're in this alone. Um, things of those natures. I mean, all these little bits and pieces come in your head, and once that gets in your head, it kind of takes over. I mean, it completely takes control of your mind while you're sleeping, while you just on your downtime. These ideas come.
So, quick question: is there a point where the enemy plays things in your head?
Yeah, I would definitely say that there was times where um, we were kind of like in distance, like just even when we go to bed. Like sometimes you be on your side of the bed, I'll be on my side of the bed. Like I'll be sitting in my bed, like, oh man, hey, I must have pissed her off today or something like that. So I'm sitting in the bed, I'm like, yo, I didn't do nothing. No, you didn't do nothing that day, and then we're just having these little thoughts in my head, like, oh, I must have did this or did that or something like that. I mean, little things like that.
Okay, and then in actuality, it'll be no. I was just tired. I just wanted some peace and isolation, just by myself. And that's hard to do when you share a room and a bathroom with someone. And most of the time, it's just my way of just decompressing. But yeah, no, I get it.
Definitely. Hey, one of the biggest scriptures in the Bible, John 8:22. It says, the truth will set you free. So being truthful about it,
Yes,
man. Just
yeah, I agree on that.
I think once we came to a realization of how being true and asking these questions that we didn't ask, I mean,
Hmm.
I'm like
No
I
matter how bad it hurt, how bad we think it was gonna hurt, we did. That's one thing we did. We prayed about it first and asked God to also. I know for me, ask God to soften my heart, to be able to receive, to be able to understand, and then my tone. And that's another thing that we need to talk about is our tone when we're having these conversations. Don't come out of a place of hostility, and it would only create conflict. Come with a nurturing tone. If
Mhm.
emotions are high, take a day, take a moment, go pray about it. That's one thing that I'm very good. I've learned over the years through therapy is that if it's a tense situated and a heated situation, I will always say, I cannot discuss it right now. I am angry. We can discuss it later. Because I know from previous times, if you catch me on that good day, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna go outside. Not my husband because I love him, but anybody else. Um, but I'm just saying, like I know that, and I am self aware to know that I want to be able to give him my all. I want to be able to give him that safe space. So in order for me to do that, I gotta check my emotions at the front door. I need to check them. And even in the middle of our conversation, if things are getting heated, that's one thing I have shied away from. Not shied away from, I say I'm able to cope a lot more with it, is having that healthy relationship to be able to talk about things, even when it hurts, even when we're in the midst of it and we're having in the middle of a blow up or a heated argument. I know that I can be like, you know what? Hey, watch your tone. Not in watch your tone. Who you talking to like that? No, it's always like, hey, check your tone. Like I'm not yelling. Why we yelling?
And just little things that you could change in your talk. Yeah, instead of saying you never, say I feel. Like I feel that this is the way I perceive it, or this is the way. Don't say, oh, you never do this, you never do that, because those are words that just gonna bring in
Triggers.
triggers, especially. And the biggest thing you could do after all these talks, after you get through these tough talks, grab each other and pray together. Like you don't understand, you should end tough conversations with prayer, and just ask for clarity in your
Yes.
discussions
Yes.
and your askings and your conversation, because God can clear it up for you,
Yes.
man. I mean, He could make it smooth. You'd be surprised how you can pray, walk away, and then you'll be in your head thinking about, man, you'll see it as a different light.
And prayer definitely shifts the atmosphere.
Definitely.
It does. I was listening to something. This was a couple years back when it said, whenever you fight, just walk up to him and give him a kiss. Don't do that. He don't do that. That's not. But I'm telling you, just walk up to him and start praying for him. Try that. Guarantee you, it's gonna shift the atmosphere. Okay, it's gonna shift the atmosphere. Prayer works. Prayer changes things. We can't keep preaching how much prayer changes things if we don't pray about it.
And big in these discussions, when you go into these discussions and you're in these discussions, you have to. I mean, I think one of the biggest things that was said to us today was you got to go in and not just hear each other, but let's resolve our issue. Like, don't go in here and just defend what the he said, she said. We're defending against what we feel instead of trying to resolve the issue. I mean, that's the biggest thing. At the end of the day, these tough conversations need to have a resolution.
No, you're right. I feel like, yeah, no, you're right. Because everyone in marriage, we're all lawyers. We're all attorneys, okay? Because, baby,
Yeah,
we
man,
got
I ain't
evidence
trying
for
to lose.
days. Do you hear
Yeah.
me? Every marriage couple, they are attorneys, okay? I'll put them up against anybody any day because, baby, I got receipts, okay?
We're gonna
I'm
defend
going to
it.
win this. This is why this, because X, Y, Z on this date, this time. But, but like you said, we got to make sure that we are truly coming to a resolution on what it is that we're hurting about, and don't hide it. Just put it on the table. And it's hard. It is hard because I remember one time when I first my prayer closet, I would put visions on my board or things I wanted to see. So I cut out a picture, our wedding picture, and I put it. I put it on the prayer closet. And I would pray, pray, pray. Yeah, God, fix my marriage, fix my marriage, fix my marriage. But it's just like, okay, Joy, what are you doing? Are you putting everything out on the table so that you can heal from things? And that was something that I wasn't doing, to the point where I was this close to taking that picture down.
But
And
you
I
told me a
and I
couple
told
times.
you, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm tired of praying for my marriage. I'm tired of praying for the same thing. But praying for the same thing, asking for the same thing without making a change within you, within yourself, without actually doing something to change it, it's insanity.
Definitely.
Don't just we have to, faith without works is dead. Also, I mean, it's with our prayer life. If we pray for it, that we can just let it go. Just let it go and no action to it.
Man,
We'll see how that work out.
I'm gonna leave you with a few keys of healing process. So number one is forgive what is revealed. I mean, you have to forgive them. You have to have grace. It must be greater than guilt. So you have to forgive them. So be patient, be very patient. Some wounds have layers. So some wounds are not gonna be healed right away. Just because you speak it doesn't mean I'm gonna be healed from it right away. So just understand you have to be patient with it. And another thing, celebrate the progress. Like what we're doing right now. We're not perfect. Our marriage is not perfect. We're in this situation 30 days because our marriage was not perfect. But we are celebrating the progress we are getting in these last 16 days. Like we are moving forward. Like the things and God is doing in our lives has shown us that we have such a brighter future. And we're giving grace to each other. But so you definitely got to celebrate. And another part of the healing process is speak life after the talk.
Yes.
Affirm, reassure. Hey, baby, I'm here. I'm here with you. I'm here to the end. Hey, like I said, I'm here till you push me in a wheelchair.
I'm all in.
All in,
We're all
100%. So definitely. So we're going to leave you with some scripture. Got the last scripture for the day. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and save those who are crushed in spirit. And that's in Psalms 34:18. Let him be the counselor in your conversation.
Yes.
Man, if you want to heal marriage, you can't keep treating silence like safety. Healing begins the moment trust meets grace. And with that being said, we are out. Bellatin's out. Love y'all.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like.